Welcome to the market report for 2, 3, and 4 unit properties in Bend on the east side of town here in the middle of 2026 on July 20th of 2026. Let's see what's happening on the east side of Bend. The east side of Bend is sort of the bigger side in terms of our number of data points, number of properties that fit in this duplex, triplex, fourplex category. And so we have a little bit bigger numbers kind of overall and kind of probably more meaningful averages than we have on the west side of Bend. So here on the east side of Bend right now, I'm comparing the numbers I pulled for this report right now here in July 20th, 2026, comparing them to March 15th of this year, 4 months ago, and then 13 months ago on June 16th of 2025. So currently we have 6 properties that are active, a little bit lower than 7 and 10 before, but not tremendously so. In the last 4 days, or excuse me, the last 30 days, we've seen 4 new listings. So I love to see that. Nice time of year for new listings to come on the market. And I think that that is great. Our average price per unit on these properties is $336,000 per unit. A little less than 371 last time and 333 before that, but these numbers are fairly consistent, I'd say, over these last 13 months or so. Our price per square foot is higher though right now, $377 a square foot. Not too far off from March, but if we look back to June of last year, last summer, we're $80 a square foot more than we were at that time. We also have a higher days on market, which might indicate that these active properties are still priced maybe a little bit high. We'll see. We had 55 days on market with our average last time and 78 before that. So currently there's 2 pending. So we have 6 right now that are active and 2 that are pending. We have 16 that have closed in the last 6 months, last 180 days, which is fantastic. Those numbers are a lot bigger than, quite a bit bigger than it was in March and way bigger than it was a little over a year ago. Only 4 had closed in the previous 6 months. And so that is, I think, a very encouraging thing. Let's see what these are priced like. $295,000 per door is what's gotten these deals done. Now, we're at 336 right now per door being asked, but 295 in terms of what's getting done. So we're still, about $40,000 off price per door, which kind of suggests maybe simplistically that if these people adjusted those prices, that they could get that as well. We're currently at $314 a door is getting the deal done, whereas the current offerings are $377. So again, you make an adjustment of $60 a square foot or so, $40,000 a unit, and that's getting deals done these days in a pretty reasonable amount of time. 82 days, I think, is, compared to a few years ago, seems high, but compared to where we are right now, seems very reasonable. It was 111 days when we pulled this report in March, and it was 61 days a year ago. So we look at our price per unit, $295 now. It was $314 in March and $305 a year ago. These numbers fluctuate a little bit, but not too much. Price per square foot of $314 versus $300 versus $280. So this is what we see going on in the market. We also see, I like to take a look at what has been just pulled off the market without having been sold. There's been 5 in the last 6 months, last 180 days. So I like to compare how many have failed, basically, to how many have actually succeeded in selling. Well, in the last 6 months, 16 have succeeded in selling, and only 5 have basically failed and been pulled off the market. So I love to see that. I love to see this closed number a whole lot bigger than the expired, withdrawn, or canceled listings number. And also, if we compare this expired, withdrawn, canceled number to last time of 9 and 13 months ago at 11, that seems to be falling. So it seems like sellers are being more successful selling their duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes on the east side of Bend. So that is what is going on. I'd love to speak with you about your duplex, triplex, fourplex here in Bend. And you can call me or text me anytime, 503-869-7303. Or you can send me an email or check out my website, jeff@oregonplex.com. I'll see you in the next market report. And until then, I hope to talk with you about your property. Bye-bye.